Well, we're actually using Google Calendars for to create our work plan, which is there's one of the things that I'd say that I wish Google had, and I'm sure it's coming, is Google Plan, a work plan, workflow chart, almost like where you could create a Gantt chart of multiple aspects of projects, put in the dates, have a tail come back so you know sort of the timeline of how things need to fall. Without that, then, at this point right now, what we are doing is using our calendar, where we're creating a singular calendar with all of the projects that we need to know that need to get done, that require collaboration within our office, and sitting down and adding in each date that the deadline is in, and then stepping back to however far we think it is and putting that the tickler at the beginning of when the project should be starting. So e-newsletters that we create, we've put in the deadline when we want to have them out, and then we've put a couple pre-points on our calendar so that we know the outline for the articles has to be done on this date, and then we all have that calendar. And what that does is, rather than having us all look at each other's calendars, which we can do, our office, we all see each other's calendars, but rather than having you go through and making sure that everybody's free, that you can, and maybe missing some big activity that's happening program-wise, whether it's the junior coach conference or some of the trainings that we do, we've decided to create a single calendar so we can use that to go back to. That's going to be helpful in the coming year. And I think one other thing that would be nice to do is to take that then and use that template to, when we're done this year, to then maybe bring it forward, so a way to capture it and then as a template drop it back in. I think in the future of Google, one of the things that I think, especially for organizations that have a cyclical nature, is sort of that work plan thing, but allow organizations to create a template of timeline, if this makes sense, so that you can, an organization, if they know, so for instance for us it's school recruitment, every city around the country has a similar, we do it in similar ways, so we could create the template of these are the dates that have to happen, and if there's a way to drop it in, you pull it off the Google site and you drop it into your calendar, and it seeds the calendars with those dates, and then you can adjust, would be the next level, I think, of performance. Other than that, no, I think there's a transition that happens in myself. I'm used to storing a lot on my computer, and we still do that. It's not as if everything we do is on Google Documents. There's still, and so you still have to be careful to back up the systems you have. But more and more, the go-to documents that we use every day, getting those into our Google Documents site and organizing those files is valuable, because then you can share either a whole section or a document, so you don't have people each having their own version of say your one pager for your organization that people adapt and stuff. You can have it there that's accessible to everybody, and as you can change it live, and then it's always there. So I think that's, and you can share it so that people can see it or edit it so it's available or not. You can also load it as PDF or a Word document or Excel document.